What's up everybody, Prepared Guy here once again, and today we're taking a look at the Nitecore Mh12Se. Upon unboxing, you'll find the light itself, along with a 3.6 volt 5000 mAh 21700 lithium-ion rechargeable battery, a lanyard, an extra O-ring, and a pocket clip, a C-type charging cable, and an 18650 battery adapter, a holster, and of course the manual. The light is made of aluminum alloy, it's IP68, water resistant up to 2 feet. It also has a 1 meter impact rating and weighs 159 grams or just over 5.5 ounces with the battery on board. I'll leave the tech specs from the manual on the screen now just in case I leave out any details, so pause the video here to see those details. During my runtime test in the 1800 lumen turbo mode, the light ran for several hours, but the ATR varied the lumen output gradually in such a way that it was almost barely noticeable to the naked eye for about 2 hours. Then after that, the light slowly ramped down to a lower lumen output before turning off completely for a total runtime of 3 hours and 4 minutes and 40 seconds before the battery became completely depleted. And during my thermal test in the 1800 lumen turbo mode, the light reached a max thermal output of 109 degrees Fahrenheit or 42 degrees Celsius after about 24 minutes of use. During my recharge time test, it took 4.5 hours to fully recharge from completely depleted using my Olight MCA adapter that met the specified charging requirements in the Nitecore manual. However, the manual stated that it should only take about 3 hours and 50 minutes to fully recharge the battery. However, charging times may vary depending on the ambient environment. Now let's take a quick tour of the modes and general operation of the Nitecore Mh12Se. Okay guys, this is the Mh12Se, and this is a pretty cool flashlight. I like it so far. It has the tactical switch in the back. It has the modes button right here on the side. It has nice feedback on that button. You have your clip here for your pocket or your hat, and it also has a rubber C-type charging port here that's kind of hard to dig out, which is a good thing because you don't want this to flop open. And you have your C-type there, and you seal it back up and you're good to go. Now, this is how the general operations are right now. We are in the daily use mode, which means you can cycle through, and what happens is when you turn the tail switch off, you can re-engage and it will bring you to the last mode that you left in. There are a few different other modes here. We have the strobe mode, you have the beacon mode, and you have the SOS mode, and you just release the button once you get to the mode that you desire. And then you go ahead and you press it again, and it'll bring you right back into your modes to cycle through. Now, if you want to switch the user modes, you want to switch to tactical mode, what you do is you hold down the side button here, you engage the tail switch, and it's going to flash twice, or I think once. No, it's twice. Okay, and then you go ahead and you can use the tail switch tactically. You'll be able to cycle through, but it won't have the memory anymore, so you'll be able to still go right into that tactical mode, that 1800 lumen mode, and you'll still be able to use strobe. You won't be able to use the beacon mode, and you won't be able to use the SOS mode, but you'll still be able to use strobe. And then you can shut the strobe off. You can make the strobe the primary tail switch output, or you can engage it again and shut it off. Sorry about all the strobes, guys. And you'll be able to use it as so. If you want to check the battery, all you have to do is hold down the side button, engage briefly, release, and you'll see that it lights up right there, and then it turns on. And it says in the manual right here that it's a power indicator, and it's just going to show you basically what the output of the battery is. I just use it as the 4 quarters, so if it blinks once, twice, 3, 4 times, I don't know. I'm not going to go crazy with that, but that's how this works. So I'm going to bring you into the daily use mode again. We'll engage that. It'll flash. Now we're in the daily use mode. It will turn on, and we're going to go into the low or the moonlight mode, which is 1 lumen, runtime of 1500 hours or 62 days. Step it up again, 45 lumens, 47 hours of runtime. Step it up again, 260 lumens, 8-hour runtime and 45 minutes. And step it up again, 1050 lumens with 3-hour and 15-minute runtime, and then you step it up again to the turbo mode, which has 45-minute runtime. So pretty cool, decent overall, and obviously your strobes and all that other stuff is all going to be at the 1800 lumen output as well. So let's take it outside and see what it can do. The Nitecore Mh12Se has a max beam distance of 405 meters or 1,330 feet in the 1800 lumen turbo mode. It also has a max candela of 41,000 CD and utilizes a luminous STF40W LED coming in at around 6,500K. This is the 1 lumen. This is the 45 lumen. Now I'm going to slowly go back up. 260. Now we're going to go to the 1050 lumens. And then to the 1800 lumens. As you can see pretty well out there. Pretty decent. It's the leafer time of year up here in New England. You see all the different leaves changing color. Pretty cool. You can see it throws right out back there. It's 300 feet or 100 yards. Pretty good, pretty decent. Let's take a walk around with it. Now if I put this in the lower modes, this is the 45. You can still see pretty well. 260. Everything looks good. Then that 1050. Then the 1800. Then we also got a strobe. And this is what the strobe looks like. It's a variable strobe, so it's definitely going to do some damage, so to speak, if you needed to blind somebody. But that looks excellent. I'll show you what it looks like when it's completely off back there. I'll shut it off, and that's what it looks like. So you got a lot of throw, nice punching power there for the most part. My pros and cons are as follows. First, the pros. The buttons are easy to find in an emergency, and the lumen output is strong, and the throw is reasonable, and the ability to switch from tactical mode to EDC mode is a great feature. Now for my cons. I didn't really like the body texture. I found it kind of slick and it felt like I was going to drop it most of the time I was testing it, especially if it's cold out or if you have kind of dryish hands. Maybe add a bit more grip onto the next design, possibly. My next con really isn't about the light itself, it's more or less about the warranty that Nitecore has. I personally had bad experiences with Nitecore warranties in the past, and they always seem to want to dodge replacing or repairing their products even if you do all the right things and take all the appropriate steps. So that's something to keep in mind if you're purchasing any Nitecore products. With that said, 9 out of 10 Nitecore lights have been pretty reliable in my collection, and their fail rate is about equal to just about any other flashlight company out there, so the lights are good, with the exception of the company acting like you're trying to scam them when you're just trying to fulfill a warranty, which is part of the reason why you don't see many Nitecore products here on the channel, and maybe that will change once people stop coming to me with complaints about Nitecore warranties. Otherwise, I do love Nitecore flashlights and I love all their innovations, so that's really my only cons for this light and for the company in general. With that said, the Nitecore Mh12Se retails for $99.95, so if you're looking for a reliable flashlight with great performance, I think the Nitecore Mh12Se is a good option for your EDC or tactical needs. I'll leave a link down in the description. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Prepared Guy, and until next time, guys, stay prepared.